All right, guys. So here is our last video of chapter 17, 17.3. We are going to talk about other solar system objects. So we talked about Pluto being a dwarf planet. Most of the time, Pluto is the furthest from the sun. We kind of call it a dwarf planet. It was a planet, like I said, back when I was doing all this back in the day when we still wrote on stone tablets. But it is no longer considered a planet. Discovered in 1930, Pluto was named after the Roman god of the underworld. So, a whole bunch of other solar system objects. Outside the orbit of Pluto, there's a region called the Kuiper Belt. Okay? It stretches approximately 1,000 astronomical units and is believed to contain many asteroids size and few Pluto-sized objects. So asteroids we'll talk a little bit more about those in a minute. But it's just a belt of almost like solar system debris that's floating around on the outside of our actual solar system. So, to avoid confusion, astronomers no longer consider Pluto as a planet. Instead, Pluto is grouped in with a couple of other small bodies. Just that way they know exactly what a planet is and what it isn't. They had to kind of vote on a definition of what a planet is and what a planet isn't. And when they did that vote, that kind of excluded Pluto. An asteroid is an object that orbits the sun, but is too small to be considered a planet. So it's really just a size issue more than anything else. The largest asteroid, named Ceres, is 933 kilometers across. That's about 580 miles. So still very massive, but not the size of a planet. Comets, we believe comets are mainly made of ice and dust. Comets revolve around the sun in highly elliptical orbit, which just means very oblong or oval shape, as opposed to something semi-quasi round like most of the planets. The inner core of a comet is the nucleus. We know that term, all right? As a comet gets closer to the sun, it forms a tail. Okay, so the nucleus, the comma, which is this outside, and then the hydrogen cloud, and falls into the tail eventually. Meteors. Occasionally chunks of rock or dust break off from a comet, an asteroid, to form a meteor. The Earth orbits the sun. Through the debris created a meteor shower, and small bits of dust burn up in the atmosphere. So, if you've ever heard the saying, make a wish on a falling star, sadly enough, you're making a wish on a meteor. It's not actually a falling star. But we do occasionally get meteor showers, here and there, and what's burning up and what's happening is the meteor, as it falls through the Earth's atmosphere, is actually being broken up and disintegrated, essentially. So most meteors, 99% of them, never ever hit the Earth. Every once in a while we get one that hits the Earth. Of course, call it a meteor, call it an asteroid, call it whatever you want. Came down and hit in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what most likely caused the dinosaurs to go extinct. If a meteor is large enough and survives passing through the Earth's atmosphere, it strikes the ground and becomes a meteorite. On August 2006, Pluto was dropped. Like I said, they had to vote on what defines a planet, and unfortunately, Pluto didn't make it. So Like your parents and myself, we all knew Pluto as a planet, but ever since 2006, it is no longer considered a planet, so we don't count it. All right, so that's it. That's it for chapter 17. If you have any questions, of course, get in touch with me and we will figure it out. Thank you so much.